Happy Friday, everyone. It's kind of a gloomy, cloudy Saturday here in the Boston area, but we're smiling anyway because we smile even as the sky falls because there has to be, we cannot have day without night. We cannot have the clouds, the cloudy days without the sunny days. We cannot have winter without summer, at least when you live in New England anyway. If you live somewhere that's closer to the equator and you are experiencing summer all day long, that is awesome. So wherever you are in the country, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. And today's topic is about promotions, but specifically if you're feeling like one of the reasons why you haven't gotten a promotion yet is because you don't have extra letters after your name. That the reason you haven't gotten promoted from director to VP yet, or maybe from manager to director, is because you don't have the letters MBA after your name, or MA after your name, or you don't have all the certifications, the PMP after your name. Or in some circumstances, especially for folks who work in the hard sciences, in the medical technology, med tech world, it may be PhD, right? You may be surrounded by people with PhDs after their name, and all you have is a BA or a BS, or maybe not even that, and you're feeling like you're starting to feel inadequate because of that, and you believe that that's what's holding you back. And this comes up a lot. The letters after the name. That's what's holding me back in my career. Or in some cases, in most cases, the lack of letters after my name. Although in some cases, even though this may seem a bit not make sense, the more letters people tend to have after their names, like especially when we get into the PhD, MD realm, the more imposter syndrome tends to show up. And it's like my PhD is holding me back. If I only didn't do that, I have to unlearn everything that I learned after I got my PhD. That's what's holding me back. So look, we all feel inadequate from time to time. We all feel imposter syndrome. I've never felt imposter syndrome. Said nobody ever, especially if you're a highly committed, highly intelligent, driven leader. And that's what you're committed to doing. Imposter syndrome is going to show up. And so look, I want to be completely honest. I do have some letters after my name. I got my master's degree on the way to getting my PhD. And yeah, imposter syndrome totally shows up, especially when I started the business. I had to unlearn. I had to go through a period of probably about 2 years of unlearning everything that I learned in my academic upbringing in earning that PhD in order to shift the way that I think, the way that I act, about who I am in order to run and build a thriving coaching business. And so this is all by way of saying that, not to really bury the lead anymore, is that the letters don't matter. The letters that are after your name or that aren't after your name don't matter. But I don't want to minimize it, because I don't want to minimize how you might be feeling about it, because I absolutely understand that. We get lots of people who reach out to us for help, who, when we ask what's not working in your career right now, they might bring up things like, I'm on the job market, I want to land a job, or I want to earn a promotion. Maybe it's to VP, maybe it's to director, maybe it's to senior manager, maybe it's from tech lead to manager, something like that. And there's always a story behind it, and a very interesting story behind it. And sometimes part of that story is, and oh yeah, by the way, I never earned my MBA. I'm surrounded by other people with MBAs, or I never earned this certification or that certification. And I'm actually thinking of going back to school to earn a certification, earn all of these certifications, so that I can then finally get a promotion. I am going to give it to you straight and clear. The letters after your name are not what gets you a promotion. And if you think about it from a, like, even just like a logical perspective, the letters after your name don't mean anything. What matters is the value that you're adding, the actions that you're taking as a leader. I know people with umpteen letters after their name who do not know how to manage their way out of a paper bag, let alone lead a thriving, high-performing team of tech geeks and nerds. Yet I also know people who barely, maybe not even finished college, and were like almost didn't even finish high school, but yet they are accomplished technical leaders. Explain that. The only way to explain it is to say it's the letters don't matter. It's how are you showing up every day? What are the actions that you're taking? And so another thing that comes up, and this is more common for people who are kind of earlier, either earlier or later in their career. And so earlier in their career, in the sense of like, oh, I've been a tech lead, maybe I've been an engineer, I've been an individual contributor, a little bit of leadership experience, but I want to actually be, I want to have the job title manager. I want to be in charge of a team. I want to be in charge of the care and feeding for a team of engineers. Like, that's what I want to do. And so, yeah, so Jen, a couple of people told me that I should go out and I should go get my MBA. And then I can come back and I can get that promotion. And say, hold on, hit the brakes. Why do you want to get your MBA? Oh, well, because people told me, like, if I want to be a leader and I want to be a really effective leader and get that promotion, I'm going to need an MBA, because that's what they teach you when you get an MBA, right? It's all about speaking business and being a great leader. So that's what I want to learn. And then I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to get that promotion. No, it doesn't work that way. And then it also shows up sometimes when people are at the higher levels as well. Maybe they're a director or a VP, want to get into the executive suite, maybe to the C-suite or some kind of executive title. So these are people, you may be one of them or you may know one of them, who have 20 plus years of experience leading teams. You almost have to, at least 15. It's usually at least 15, sometimes 10. 10, 15, 20 years of experience leading teams. You've gone up the ranks. You were an individual contributor. Maybe you came in from another side door. You were in another career paths meander that way, right? So you may have done more of the traditional path where you were an individual contributor, and then you're a manager, and then you're a director, and then you want to move up to VP and potentially to the C-suite. Or maybe you kind of meandered in through another route and got your management experience another way. And it's a beautiful way of doing it as well. It's awesome. But you still have lots and lots of years, 10, 15, 20 years of management experience, and you want to serve at a higher level, right? You want to be able to have a even bigger impact. So people come to us with that too, that, yeah, I want to be VP, I want to be CTO, like that's the dream, like that's awesome. I want to wake up every day and really have that strategic vision, that strategic oversight, the person who is driving the boat, and setting the direction. That absolutely, I know it's going to be a lot of responsibility and it's going to be harder than anything I've ever done, but I want to bring it on. And so, but I never got my MBA. So I'm thinking of going back and getting my MBA before I go get promoted to VP, because I think that's what it's going to take. No, it doesn't work that way. Like, you're just derailing your entire career by going and taking a year off or however long it's going to take to get that MBA, to get those certifications. Certifications work the same way. So you got to think about the why. Why do I want to go out, spend money, and spend time to get these certifications, to get this degree? To what end? What end is this going to serve? And if you believe that it's going to help you get a promotion, that is going to be the key that unlocks that promotion for you, I'm sorry to be the one to inform you, but you're sorely mistaken. The way that promotions work, the way that raises work, and often they come together, and there's a reason for that. A promotion comes with a raise comes with a promotion, is because the way that people earn promotions is by adding more value and by showing the potential to add more value in their workplace as a leader. And you could do that with or without the extra academic training, certification training. And so the thing is that because people simply don't know, like, what are the steps to getting a promotion? What are the steps to earning more money at work? And it seems to be like this Pandora's box. Oh, I'm not really sure. And because people are so unsure about it, we come up with like these easy solutions. Oh, just go get your MBA, just go get more certifications, and that's what's going to do it. When that just like completely has nothing to do with the process of getting a promotion. The process of getting a promotion involves, because it's not just going to get handed to you on a silver platter. That's the mistake a lot of people make too, is that they think that simply by showing up and doing a great job, that they're going to get handed a promotion. Now look, it happens in certain contexts, and sometimes it does happen earlier on in people's careers. And that can actually be dangerous, because like if you're an individual contributor and you show management potential, your boss may come to you and say, I'm going to promote you to manager because you're showing management potential, and we really need some managers right now, so come on. They're basically going to battlefield promote you because we need someone. Let's go, get over there on the front lines, or whatever the equivalent would be. We need somebody to lead this team. Go do it. So yes, that happens. But like what happens a lot is, people, that happens to them, and then they're a manager for 5 years, 10 years, and they expect director to just be handed to them. Oh, we want you to be director. Now again, it might happen in a battlefield way, but it's less and less likely to happen at the higher and higher levels. And when it does, oh my God, glorious failures happen. Because I think we can all think of the examples where people were battlefield promoted. In other words, promoted just because of the circumstances. And oh, wow, we need someone to lead. Come on, go. You have management potential. And that happens at the higher levels. Glorious failures happen. And so that's not the way that ideally it happens. The way that ideally it happens, and it's best for you, and it's actually best for company as well, and the clients you serve and the customers that you serve, the purpose that you're serving by being there 7 to 8 plus hours a day and doing the work that you're doing, is that basically you're adding more value. You are consistently building that excellence as a leader, as a team member. But that's not enough. You are also consistently evangelizing that excellence as well. You are promoting yourself. You are promoting your team. You're promoting your wins. You're promoting the wins of your team. And there is a process to go through to make this happen. There is a step-by-step process. And people don't realize this, and they want to bypass this process and think that the magic letters are going to help them get the magic promotion, when it doesn't work that way. So if you're sitting there right now and you're thinking, oh, wow, I've made that mistake, or I don't want to make that mistake, or I've seen other people make that mistake and I'm not going to do that. I'm at the point in my career, and maybe it's early on and you're wanting, to level up there, or maybe it's later on and you're wanting to level up there, from individual contributor to manager, from manager to senior manager to director, director to VP, VP to CTO, whatever leveling up looks like to you. And you're feeling like, number one, you're feeling a little bit of imposter syndrome or shame or guilt about not having those extra letters after your name, I want to be the one to tell you that number one, it's absolutely human to feel that way. It means you're committed to this. You want it to happen, because if you weren't committed to doing this and to adding more value and to having more of an impact, it wouldn't bother you. You wouldn't care about it at all. So you care about it. Like, that's important to recognize. And it's also important to recognize that everybody feels it. Everybody feels that sense of, oh, wow, I think maybe I should get more training. I think maybe I should go back to school and learn more, because I have no clue what it is that I'm doing. That's normal. That's human. Again, it means that you want to do a good job. But the way to do a good job here is not to derail the process and go back to school and spend tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a degree that's not going to do anything for you. And some of you may have made that mistake already, and you learned from it, hopefully. If that's where you are right now, and you want to sort of erase those past mistakes and also prevent future mistakes from derailing your career, then it's about hiring an expert who can give you the strategies, the systems, the support, so that you're not derailed again by thoughts of, oh, maybe I should go get my MBA. Maybe I should go get more certifications. Because without a plan, without support, without accountability, that's where you're going to go back to, because that's the only thing that you know. But if you hire experts like us, we have the plan. We're going to make sure we give you that plan. We're going to make sure you stay on that path and do not get derailed. And if that's the kind of help that you want, book a call with our team, thepeoplestack.com/talk. So what we're going to talk about on that call, very first question we ask after we get to know each other a little bit, is what's not working in your career right now? That's the question to prepare to answer. And we're going to take a deep dive. What's not working? Are you looking for a promotion? Okay. What have you tried? How have you failed? How have you failed gloriously? For how long? Doesn't matter where you've been. It doesn't matter. Not that I don't care. I do care. But it's almost irrelevant in terms of where you've been. It's about, what are you capable of moving forward and doing? What are you capable of? What are you committed to doing? So we're going to talk about what's not working right now in your career. We're going to get absolutely clear on that. We're also going to talk about your dream. Not just, okay, I want to be VP. Or, yeah, I want to be CTO. Or for some people, it's, I want to earn leadership skills and build that leadership ability in an organization. And I want to do that for maybe 3 years, 5 years, something like that. And then I'm going to use that and go start my own business. For a lot of people, that's what it is. And that's the dream. And that's why they're absolutely committed to leveling up their tech career and being awesome leaders and delivering insane amounts of value within an organization. Because once you learn how to do that, you can then apply it and start your own business. Maybe that's the dream. Whatever it is, we're going to talk about the dream. We're going to talk about your why. And then we're going to map a plan for you to get from where you are right now to where you want to go. From being stuck in your career. I know you're stuck. You wouldn't be listening to this right now if you're not. So we're going to talk about getting you unstuck. And what's the path to Dreamville? What's the path to claiming that dream career? We're going to map out that plan. And then if you want our expert help, if you want our expert guidance in making sure that we hold you accountable every single step of the way and not let anything derail you on that process, then we'll talk about what that help would look like. We'll talk about all the details, including the time investment, the financial investment, all of the details that you would need to make a decision. But even if you decide you don't want our help, this is still going to be the most valuable conversation that you've ever had about your career. That is our solemn promise to you. So go ahead, book a call with our team today, thepeoplestack.com/talk. It's not the letters after your name or the lack thereof, the lack of letters after your name that is keeping you from upgrading your career. It's because you don't have a process, you don't have a system that works, and you don't have the support to do it. So let's get you that today. So we look forward to talking with some of you soon. And yeah, with that, the question that I will leave you with for the weekend is this is something that I've been thinking about lately, that definitely relates to this topic of, oh man, if I only had my MBA, then I would be successful. And yeah, I believe I posted this question in the Facebook group the other day. I posted this in the group. This is just a really powerful question. How would you show up if you knew that success is inevitable? How would you show up differently? What would you do? What actions would you take that you're scared to take now? But if you knew that success is inevitable, what would you do? What are you capable of doing when you know that success is inevitable? Second question, what makes you think that it's not? What makes you think that success is not inevitable? And we'll leave you with those questions to ponder over the weekend as you move into your work week next week. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll talk to you next Wednesday for the next video. Take care.